Hello guys, welcome to DTW Tutorials. Welcome. So in today's class, we're going to be looking at geometry. I'm going to be solving some questions on your GED math practice test on geometry. About 5 questions I'm going to be solving in this video, and this is just a part 1 of geometry. There'll be another part where I'll be taking more GED math practice test on that, on geometry also. Alright, and if it's your first time on this channel, okay, DTW Tutorials, an educational channel on YouTube where we support students in Africa with their free maths and physics video, especially students in West Africa. We support them in their education, and this video is meant for a US audience. And if this is your first time, please, I would love if you can support this channel by subscribing, okay? And I have other GED videos on this channel, over I think about 5 or 4 thereabout, but I'm going to put the link of the playlist to other GED videos on this channel in the video description box below, okay, where I've solved several questions. Okay, I've done on probability, I think word problems, solve like 15 random GED practice tests that would help you prep for your GED exams this year 2020. Okay, we're here for you and we're going to support you in getting your GED this year 2020. Okay, it's always good you start preparing for it right now. Okay, if you give yourself 6 months and to sit for the exam, just give yourself time. You don't need to rush into it. Okay, and there's a GED Facebook group. Okay, if you want to join the group to get motivated, to get encouraged, or if you have questions, maybe you're practicing, you can take a photo of those questions and upload on the Facebook group, and I will respond to you. You can also join the Facebook group. I'm going to leave the link of the Facebook group in the video description box. Okay, so thank you so much. Please do give this video a thumbs up, share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel, support us to grow. All right, okay, so let's get on to the class now. So this first question says, what is the surface area in square centimeters of a cube with each edge length of 7 centimeters? Okay, and we know a cube has all its sides what equal. Is that not it? Let's draw a cube. Sorry, my lines are not straight. Okay, but let's draw a big cube here. Okay, it should be a straight line here, but all the sides of a cube are what equal. And how many sides does a cube have? It has 6 sides. Okay, let's count together. So this is one side. Okay, this is 1. This is another face here. Let's tag this as 2. This is another one here. Let's tag this as what, 3. And this is the upper one. That will be 4. Then remember this side right here. Let's tag this at 5. And remember the bottom. We have the bottom, and let's tag the bottom here as what, 6. So a cube has 6 sides. Okay, and the question says the length, each length of the cube is what, 7 centimeters. So this is 7 centimeters. So this is what, 7 centimeters. And this is also 7 centimeters. Okay, now the question says, what is the surface area in square centimeters? So the surface area, that's what we're looking for. Okay, and the surface area is just the sum of the 6 squares, okay, that forms the cube. Okay, and we know we have 6, as we've counted here, we have what, 6 squares, right? So we are going to add the areas of what, the 6 squares. Okay, and one area, since a cube, all its sides are equal. Now one of the squares, okay, one of the squares, the area is just simply your length times breadth, and remember it is equal, so it is just say L square, or you can just say S square. Okay, so the area of one side of the cube is what, S square, which is what, 7 square. All right, and what is 7 square? That will give us what, 49. Now the question, our main question is asking us for the surface area, and the surface area is the total sum of all the area of the what, squares, and we have one area of one of the squares, what, 49. Is that not it? So it means you have other 5, since we have what, 6 squares. Okay, so all you need to do is either you say 6 times 49, or you can go the old school way by saying 49 plus 49 plus 49 plus 49. You're gonna add it like 6 times. Okay, since we have what, 6 squares, okay, of the cube, plus 49. How many do we have here? This is 5 plus another what, 49. Okay, so this would give us the same thing. 6 times 49 would give us what? This will give us what? A 294. And if you add up all this, you're still going to get what? A 294 centimeter square. Okay? Centimeter what? Square. And where did the square come from? It came from here by we said 7 square, which is what? 7 centimeter times 7 centimeter. Is that not it? And when you have a centimeter multiplying a centimeter, you're going to have what? A centimeter square. Okay? So our answer is what? 294 centimeter square. So this is the answer for this particular question. Question 2 of our GED math practice test on geometry, it says, what is the surface area in square centimeters of a cylinder with a height 12 centimeter and a radius of what? 8 centimeter. Okay, so we have a cylinder here. This is a cylinder. Okay, all right, and the radius we have of what? 8 what centimeter. Is that not it? And a height. The height of our cylinder is what? 12 what centimeter. That's from here to here. Okay, that's the height. From here to here, 12 centimeter. Okay, and we're told to find the surface area in what? Square centimeters of the cylinder. All right, the formula to find the surface area of a cylinder. Okay, the formula to find the surface area of a cylinder is what? 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r square. Okay, okay, and during your GED test, you'll be given a formula sheet, and all these formulas would be on the sheet. Okay, so you don't need to bother about cramming or but you can just know this by heart. But you're going to be given a formula sheet where you are going to have all those formulas. All right, so this is the formula to find the surface area of what? A cylinder. So all we need to do is now put in our values. We know our arrow as what? That's our radius as 8 centimeter, and our height, which is h, as what? 12 centimeter. So here we have bracket 2. We are not given any value for pi, so our pi will remain the same. So 2 times pi times our radius is what? 8 centimeter times our height is 12 centimeter. Okay, plus bracket close plus bracket open, 2 times pi times 8 what? Square. Okay, this is 8 square centimeter. Okay, so from here, what do we have? We have 2 times 6, 2 times 8 is 16, and 16 times 12 will give us what? 192 pi centimeter square. Remember, this carries a centimeter, and also this carries what? A centimeter. So when you multiply centimeter by centimeter, we get what? A centimeter square. Okay, then plus, here we have 2. What is 8 square? 8 square, that is 8 times 8. And 8 times 8 is what? 64. And 64 times 2 would give us what? 128. So we have 128 pi centimeter square. Okay, and here we have to add this up. When we add this up, what are we going to have? We're going to have 320 pi centimeter square. So this will be our answer. And also for questions like this, you're going to be provided with a calculator, online screen calculator, which you can use. Okay, that's if you don't know your multiplications table quite well. All right, so this is our answer for this question. So let's go get on to the next question now. Question 3 of the GED math practice test on geometry. It says a factory paints all of its rubber balls with 3 coats of latex for durability. How many square centimeters of latex are needed to cover a rubber ball with a circumference of what? 18 pi centimeter. Okay, so it's asking for how many square centimeter of latex are needed to cover a rubber ball with a circumference of this. Okay, so we have to first of all find the surface area of this particular rubber ball. And you know, for a rubber ball, it is a fair. It is not a circle. Okay, a rubber ball is not a perfect circle, it's a fair. All right, so we have something like this. Okay, and it says with a circumference of what? 18 centimeters. So this is circumference is what? 18 what? 18 pi centimeter. All right, and then if we've been given a circumference as what? 18 pi centimeter, so it means that the diameter of the fair is what? 18. Is that not it? 18. Okay, so to get the radius is just simply what? Half of what? Our diameter. Okay, so where our radius r will be what? 18 divided by 2, so our radius is what? 9 what? Centimeter, and which is what? Half of our diameter. So from here to here is what? 9 centimeter. All right, so okay, we've gotten this now, and okay, so we've gotten our radius. Now the next thing to find is what? The surface area of the fair. And what's the formula to find the surface area of a fair? Is what? 4 pi r squared. This is a formula for the surface area of a fair. Okay, so we have 4 times pi. We're not given the value of pi, so we're going to leave our pi. In some questions, they're going to say take your pi as what? 3.14. But when you're not given the value of pi, just leave your pi that way, because in your options you're going to see your pi in the option. Okay, that answers the ones you tick. Okay, so from here we have 4 times pi times what is our radius is what? 9. So we have 9 square. Okay, so when we multiply this, what is 9 squared? That is 81. And 81 times 4 will give us what? 324 pi. Okay, so this is the surface area of the fair, which is what? 324 pi centimeter squared. Let us not forget our centimeter square here. So this is the surface area of what? The fair. Now, coming back to the question, it says how many square centimeters of latex are needed to cover a rubber ball with a circumference of what? 18 centimeter. Remember, it says the factory paints all of his rubber balls with 3 coats of latex for durability. Okay, and we've known that the surface area of one of the fair, that's the rubber balls, okay, is this. So it means that if we have to paint, the factory now has to paint this quantity 3 times on the rubber ball. Is that not it? Since it says a factory paints all of his rubber balls with 3 coats of latex for durability, how many square centimeters of latex are needed? So we're looking for the amount of latex needed. Okay, and we've found out the surface area of one fair, which is this. So this is the amount of latex needed for one coat of one that's coating the rubber ball once. All right, and but from our question here, it says it needs the factory coats it how many times? 3 times. So all we need to do to get the square centimeter of latex needed to cover this rubber ball, it will be what? 3 times 324 pi centimeter square. And when you multiply this, we're going to have what? 972 pi centimeter square. So this is the amount of square centimeters of latex needed to cover this particular rubber ball, which has a surface area of what? This, and that's 324 pi centimeter square, and needs to be coated what? 3 times. Okay, so this is our final answer. Question 4 of the GED math practice test on geometry. It says the floor of a closet measures 8 feet by 4 feet. If the ceiling height is 9 feet, what is the volume in cubic feet of the closet? Okay, now as you can see from our previous questions, you really have to understand the statement of the question. All right, now it says the floor of the closet. Let's say this is the closet. Okay, please forgive my drawing. Okay, all right, and it says what, 8 feet by what, 4 feet. If the ceiling height, okay, let's say this is the ceiling height, all right, the ceiling height will be equal on all sides, all right. Okay, please forgive my drawing, it's not that perfect. Please forgive. Okay, ceiling height should be 9 feet. Okay, 9 feet. All right. What is the volume in cubic feet of the closet? So we're looking for the volume. All right. A volume is like what can the closet contain? Okay. And remember, volume is just simply your what, your length times your what, your width times your what times what, your height. Okay, I hope you remember the formula for finding a volume. All right, and I also I think I've said it earlier on, you're going to be given a formula sheet, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay, so what's the length here? Our length is what, 8, our width is our width is what, 4, and our height is what, 9. All right, and when you multiply this together, you're also going to be allowed to use a calculator for this question, so no need to worry. All right, so when you multiply all this, we're going to have 288. Okay, so this is what we're going to have cubic feet. All right, this is what we're going to have as our what, answer, 288 what, cubic feet. This is the volume of the closet. All right, this is the answer. Question 5, which is the final question we have today on our GED math practice test on geometry. Okay, and I've also reminded you, I'm going to put the link of some playlists or some videos I've solved on GED. And I also forgot to mention there's a new GED math practice channel which I've set up just for GED alone, so that you know, the other African contents on maths doesn't disturb you, but they're still quite okay. You could still learn from them because maths is maths anyway, it's universal. But you know, GED is more focused on the syllabus, the guide of the GED, which I'm going to be treating every let's say twice a week. I'm going to be treating questions, practice questions for your GED, okay, to prepare you for your test this 2020. Okay, so I'm going to leave the link to that new channel which has over, I think, 50 questions solved on maths, which will also help you. I'll leave the link there also. Okay, and so let's get on, let's quickly solve this. It says what, the length of a rectangle is 3 times its width. Okay, length of a rectangle is 3 times its width. Okay, it's kind of like a word problem, so you have to relax. The length of a rectangle is 3 times its width. Okay, length is equal to what, 3 times the width. This is what the first statement means. If the perimeter of the rectangle is 72 inches, what is its length in inches? Okay, so you have a rectangle here. This is the length and this is the width. From here we know that the length is what, 3 times its width. What's the formula for finding the perimeter of a rectangle? As I said earlier on, you're going to be given a formula sheet. Okay, the formula for finding the perimeter of a rectangle is what, P is equal to 2 bracket what, your length plus width. Okay, that's the formula for finding the perimeter of a rectangle, or some also state is 2L plus 2W, okay, which is just simply opening the brackets. All right, okay, you can anyone goes, but I think I prefer this quite simplified. All right, so from here, okay, we know that our length is equal to 3 times W, which is what, 3W. So let's put in a value of L, which is 3W, into this what, equation. This is like substituting a value into another equation. This is like equation 1 and this is like equation 2. Okay, so from here, let me rewrite this, plus W. Okay, so we have 2, and we'll be told that our perimeter from our question, if the perimeter of a rectangle is what, 72, so this is what, 72. So we have 2 bracket, our L is what, 3W, so 3W plus W, close the bracket, so we have 72, 2 bracket, what is 3W plus W? That will give us 4W. Okay, so from here we have to open up this bracket. In opening up this bracket, 2 times 4W will give us what? 8 what? W, and we have 72. Okay, so to get our W, what do? We divide both sides by 8, so that 8 can cancel out and we have W left. And what is 72 divided by 8 will give us what? 9. Okay, so W is equal to what? 9. So our width is equal to 9. So since we know our width as 9, but our question is asking for the length in inches. So since we know here from equation 1 that L is equal to 3W, and we already found our W as 9, so just putting the value of W, which is equal to 9, into this what? Equation. So we have our L is equal to 3 times 9, and what is 3 times 9? That will give us what? 27. So L, the length, is what? 27 inches. Okay, so this is our answers. Okay, so this is our answer. Alright, 27 inch. This is our answer. Okay, so we've come to the end of this video. Thank you for staying tuned, and please do support us by subscribing to this channel. Please help us to grow, and also share this video with your friends, family, loved ones preparing for the GED test this year 2020. Okay, and if you want to join the Facebook group to get encouraged and motivated, I would also drop the link there, and definitely we shall interact a lot there. Alright, okay, so thank you for staying tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'm going to leave you with this, that Jesus Christ is coming soon. Give your life to Christ. You are destined to win. Thank you, and see you in our next video.